Hi, welcome to the Camber Hill Show. I'm really glad to have this quality time with you. Today we're talking about personal development and the 3 things that you want to kill as soon as possible to enhance the good life that you're having or that you are in the midst of creating. So the 3 things we're going to talk about are straight up smoking cigarettes, in addition, also sugar, the eating of processed sugar, and last but not least, the eating of salt. So let's start at the top for your personal development. So these are things that if you currently find yourself embraced with, that I'm going to encourage you to disengage from. So first of all is smoking cigarettes, something I personally have a lot of experience with. I spent about 27 years of my life. Now, I am 57 years at this time, and in 1961, there are actually photographs of my mother smoking, and she looked fantastic, by the way, but nonetheless, she was smoking while she was pregnant with me, and I believe that dragon transferred over to me. As soon as that cigarette hit my mouth at 9, by 11 or 12, I was smoking full bore. Was definitely in my blood system. So it took me until I was about 38 before I killed that dragon. So if you are smoking cigarettes or using vape devices, I want to encourage you to just really love yourself a bit more. Maybe start to, cut back. For me, it was all or nothing. So I found a way to kill that dragon, and for me, it was yoga. So if you haven't tried yoga, or maybe you're looking for different options from the patch to yoga to hypnotism, whatever it takes, start practicing letting go of a habit that is not increasing your beauty and your well-being. So moving on, the other thing on this self-development avenue we're on today is dealing with processed sugar. Now, I gave up sugar because I read a book that was called The Sugar Blues. Real big impact for me. I don't believe it's on the market, but you can get used books that are of this from the author. So it's called Sugar Blues. I highly recommend it. It gives the history of sugar. You think sugar has no history, it's always been here. Well, on the contrary. And the way that it kills people is dramatic, and it is real. So I cut sugar out when I was 18. So what I'd like to suggest for you is that you go through your cupboards or in any food, new products you're going to buy, make sure that sugar is at least 3. 3 is the magic number today, 3 items. Make sure that sugar is the third, at least the third item in your ingredients. That'll give you consciousness to begin to cut out the foods that are actually attacking all of the organs in your body. They once said instead of having a war and sending troops and planes and tanks, you should just go put Coke machines. That way people will die a lot slower and a lot more painful. That's how bad processed sugar is. So let's kind of like edge that out. Let's just be conscious. Little by little, have some consciousness. So then we're going to go to the next beautiful product, which who doesn't love salt? Salt. So now, in an average day, the Food and Drug Administration suggests that the maximum you should have is anywhere between 1,500 milligrams to 2,300. Now, when I wasn't aware of watching milligrams, I really had no idea how much salt intake I could have on an average day. So let me give you an idea that I found a little shocking from my own personal journey of allowing salt to get the hell out of my life. Now, not entirely. I still lightly season my food with it, and boy, I do love salt. But being mindful is what this whole process of personal development is about. So with the salt issue, you can go onto a shelf at a grocery store and you think you're in maybe a health food store. It could be Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Lazy Acres, the many that are out there. And you may think you're buying something that is without salt. If it is on the shelf, it has salt. So even if you buy a little small box of soup, that could be 600 milligrams. And then if you bought a sandwich to go with it, it could be anywhere from 5 to maybe 800 milligrams of salt. Anything on the shelf needs salt. In most processing procedures, in order for it to have shelf life. So just be conscious and start to reduce the amount of salt, because salt lends itself to heart disease, as does sugar, and as does smoking. So these 3 things, please pay some attention for your own self-worth, for your own self-journey. And pay a little attention, and I look forward to you giving me some feedback. So please go to my YouTube channel at Camber Hill. Of course, this is my Instagram TV. and then to my website at camberhill.com. And in all these cases, in my camberhill.com, just log in and let me have your email, and I'll make sure you get this information as it pours forward. YouTube, please like and subscribe, and on any other social media. And I look forward to serving you in the future. So have a great day, and remember these 3 things: cutting out the smoking, cutting out the sugar, losing the salt, and feeling so much prettier. Bye for now.